had 49 fights, and out of 49 fights, I own all 49 of my masters, and that's never been done before.
Which means, you know, all the TV rights, when you see his fights on TV, they're actually owned by the fighter. That's not done today. I don't think there's any fighter that's actually managed to achieve that. I suppose it's like an artist owning his own rights to his record. I think the last guy that did that was probably Ray Charles. After that, you know, it's the big companies that own it. But again, you rubbed the promoters the wrong way, because all of a sudden you took everything into your own hands. You took business and did business your way, and it was probably against the grain.
Well, I was with, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys, I was fighting, I've been around the sport for so long, I was at the top when Prince Naseem Hamed was at the top. And Prince Naseem Hamed is he's a legend, and I commend him and take my hat off to him. He was a real showman, and ever since a kid, I've always was a showman. But I feel like a lot of times when you are flashy and flamboyant, they call it, cocky. But it's not cocky if you're backing it up. It's only cocky if you're saying you're going to do something and you're not able to do it, or you're not able to execute. Everything that I talked about, I was able to execute. But when I seen Prince Naseem Hamed, I was like, before I even got with my promoter, when I was a young kid, I used to be real flashy as an amateur. So, I used to talk to my promoter, which was Bob Arum at that particular time, and I said, you know what, I need to be promoted in different areas, not just in one area. Since Bob Arum, most of his fighters were Hispanic fighters, that's where he will only promote you in the Hispanic communities. And I said, me myself, I want to be promoted everywhere. I want to be a worldwide figure. Take me to the UK to fight. Take me to Japan to fight. I want to go different places. I want to touch the world, and I want the world to be a part of me. But that never happened. So after a time, I kept getting bigger and bigger and growing. Then one day I went to him. I went and got a cashier's check from one of my accounts. And I wrote him a check for, I don't know the exact number, because it's been a while. I think it was like $750,000 or $1 million. I wrote him a check for it, then I became my own boss.
You seem to manage to show a lot of patience throughout your career, because, as you say, success and brilliance is sometimes misunderstood as being arrogant or big-headed. And so your publicity sometimes, that's what they'll say. But you managed to just overlook that and say, okay, no big deal.
I think my European fans, my UK fans, they are my #1 fans. They love me. They love when I'm flashy. Like I said before, they don't judge me for what they hear. They say the eyes are the key to your soul. Every time you look, like I always tell, the people that's within my company or within my money team family, I'd rather be loved, I'd rather be hated for being honest than loved for telling a pretty lie.
What do you think it is over here in the UK that the public show you so much respect? They're much more respect than they do in the States.
I think they embrace me with more love. I think that, of course, in anything you're going to have good and bad. You're going to have love and hate. You're going to have good and bad. You're going to have love and hate, but my UK fans, it's been nothing but love, and I was happy to come back and embrace them. Like when I walk down this aisle, I'm able to touch their hands and, hug them and take pictures with them.